This is Plant-Based Briefing. Plant-Based Treaty Urges Cities and Institutions Go Vegan by Jordi Casmitjana at UnchainedTV.com. And I'm Marian Erickson, your host, and this is the curated content plant-based podcast where I narrate a variety of articles on the myriad of reasons to live vegan with permission in about 10 minutes or less every weekday. And today's article is from Unchained TV, one of the amazing sites I have permission to read from. They're a nonprofit media organization focusing on animal rights, the plant-based cruelty-free lifestyle, climate change, food justice, health, and associated issues like human world hunger and workers' rights. They have a free vegan TV app and streaming service, the only streaming service featuring the New Day New Chef cooking show and hundreds of other vegan originals, documentaries, specials, and plant-based programming for free. You can find it all at UnchainedTV.com. And now let's get to today's plant-based briefing. Plant-Based Treaty Urges Cities and Institutions Go Vegan by Jordi Casmitjana at UnchainedTV.com. The Plant-Based Treaty urges cities and institutions to take real action to address meat's role in the climate crisis. To spur institutions into urgent action, the Canadian-based vegan campaigning group Plant-Based Treaty is starting 2023 with a new focus. It is urging institutions all over the world, cities, businesses, nonprofits, universities, hospitals, nursing homes, prisons, to adopt meaningful plant-based measures to tackle the escalating climate crisis. To help them do that, it has unveiled a new project called Plant-Based Treaty 1.5 or PBT 1.5, which lists specific measures they can take with their food choices. By purchasing and promoting products from the animal agriculture industry, one of the leading sources of greenhouse gas emissions, Plant-Based Treaty says these institutions are making the problem worse. The solution proposed is clear: move towards plant-based alternatives for all their food-related choices. What is PBT 1.5? PBT 1.5 is a call to action asking institutions to endorse the Plant-Based Treaty and to put that commitment into action. In essence, it's asking society's institutions to move beyond words into deeds to address greenhouse gas emissions from animal-based foods. PBT 1.5 urges these institutions to provide more plant-based foods to help meet the commitments under the 1.5C Paris Agreement. Endorsing the Plant-Based Treaty will help create bottom-up pressure to halt the expansion of animal agriculture. The Plant-Based Treaty is a campaign created by the vegan organization Animal Save Movement, founded by the Canadian activist Anita Krajnc in 2011. The treaty claims to halt the widespread destruction of critical ecosystems caused by animal agriculture. It also aims to promote a shift to healthier, sustainable plant-based diets. Additionally, it seeks to actively reverse the damage done to nature, including the wild animals being driven into extinction. 3 core principles. The Plant-Based Treaty has 3 core principles. 1. Relinquish, no land use change, ecosystem degradation, or deforestation for animal agriculture. 2. Redirect, an active transition away from animal-based food systems to plant-based systems. And 3. Restore, actively restoring key ecosystems, particularly restoring forests and rewilding landscapes. So far, the Plant-Based Treaty has been endorsed by more than 69,000 individuals, more than 1,000 organizations, 1,000 businesses, and at least 19 cities. In 2022, the city of Los Angeles, the second largest city in the United States, endorsed the treaty. Hayward's Health is the first municipality in the UK that has endorsed it. In India, 15 cities have endorsed it, as has the Turkish city of Didim. Which meaningful plant-based measures can cities take? If a city has not signed the Plant-Based Treaty yet, it can still make some positive changes. Here are some concrete actions the PBT 1.5 team, in partnership with the Better Food Foundation and VegTO, suggests that any municipality can take. 1. City council events. Serve only plant-based foods at all council events. 2. Procurement. Start phasing out animal products from all city food purchases. 3. Greener by default standards. Have a food standards policy that makes plant-based foods the default option on all catering. 4. Subsidization. Provide fruit and vegetable vouchers to low-income and marginalized communities and lower fruit and vegetable prices. 5. Investment. Increase investment in local plant-based markets to create green jobs. 6. Divestment. Align cities' pension funds with their environmental, social, and governance goals. 7. Food waste. Choose plant-based food suppliers that waste less food. 8. Taxation. Tax meat, dairy, and eggs for environmental and health reasons. 9. Community education. Promote plant-based foods with advertising. 10. Advertising. Ban public advertising of animal products. 11. Daycares. Move daycares to plant-based to not just lower emissions, but also to improve the physical and emotional growth of children. 12. Cities partnering with schools. Work with stakeholders to move school meals towards plant-based menus. 13. Colleges and universities. Make plant-based foods the menu in its entirety. 14. Community education and access. Create or scale up existing local plant-based workshops. 15. Food banks. Increase the amount of fresh produce at food banks. 16. Hospitals. Serve plant-based foods as the default option in hospitals. 17. Fruit and vegetable produce prescription programs. Work with nonprofits or governments to create or scale up produce prescription programs. And 18. Cities working alongside businesses, including restaurants. Incentivize restaurants and chains to increase plant-based menu items. Examples of meaningful plant-based measures already taken. Here are some examples of municipalities already applying some of these measures. The councils of Faversham, Hythe, Lewisham, Reading, and Oxfordshire County in the UK have passed motions to serve only vegan food at council events. Hayward's Health Town Council in the UK took part in Veganuary 2022 and encouraged residents to join them in their newsletter and website. In Sao Paulo, Brazil, over 1 million vegan meals are served weekly on Meat-Free Mondays at over 3,500 schools in over 100 cities. Oakland Unified School District in California reduced its carbon footprint from food purchases by 14%, while saving over 42 million gallons of water and $42,000 by reshaping its menu with fewer animal products. The Canadian University Initiative has been working with 7 Canadian university chefs since 2020 to transition to at least 60% plant-based meals. The Mayor of Kelowna, Canada, organizes a Vegan Awareness Week each year in May. The Toronto Vegetarian Food Bank has provided over 350,000 eco-friendly and healthy meals to people struggling with food insecurity for over 7 years. Hayek Hospital in Lebanon, the first fully vegan hospital in the world, has eliminated all animal products from its menus to prevent patients from consuming the very foods that may have contributed to their health problems in the first place. The Big Apple. Last but certainly not least, New York City serves exclusively plant-based foods at its cultural events, heritage events, etc., and all public hospitals in the city offer plant-based options for each of the 3 million meals they serve to their patients. It has also introduced Vegan Fridays to all public schools. You just listened to Plant-Based Treaty Urges Cities and Institutions Go Vegan by Jordi Casmitjana at UnchainedTV.com. And I'm Marian Erickson, your host, and I'm sure there are many others, but one that I'm aware of, I recently did an episode on it, episode number 475, is LinkedIn's San Francisco office. They shifted to 65% plant-based foods for environmental reasons recently. I'll put a link to that episode in the show notes as well. And if you'd like to sign the Plant-Based Treaty, simply go to plantbasedtreaty.org. And once you sign, you can download some graphics to put on your website or your social media. They also have tons of great resources if you want to approach any institutions. They have everything you need to learn how to do that. So check them out at plantbasedtreaty.org. And please share this episode with anyone who might benefit, and thanks for listening.